Welcome back. I'm here today to review the D'Addario titanium nylon string. This is it. I hope you can see that there. These are made by D'Addario. They're sold either in full sets with Dynacore bases or as a half set, which is what I have here, along with regular D'Addario bases. Always high tension for me because 640 guitar, so again, high tension is a little less than high tension, and also again, I like the feel of high tension strings. So why are we doing this again? There's so many brands, there's so many types of strings, there's so many tensions of strings, and so I'd like to just go through them as I've been doing. I started with the Augustine Paragon carbon strings, and then went on to talk about Labella nylon, and then the Savarez rectified nylon, and now the D'Addario titanium nylon. But before I give you my opinions, you ought to subscribe to the channel. Just click the red button. We do all sorts of opinions and reviews on all sorts of things related to classical guitars, including guitars themselves. Now this is a half set, and it's just the titanium trebles. If you were to buy the titanium trebles as part of the full set, you would get the Dynacore bases, which are supposed to be better matched in terms of their feel and tone quality. But I had a half set of standard D'Addario high tension bases, so that's what I have here. So we're going to focus on is the treble string. So first thing one needs to focus on, I suppose, is their color, and this may be where the name comes from. I don't know if you can focus on that or not, but they have this kind of cool purplish gray color, which is a bit like the color of titanium, and my guess is that's where the name comes from, because I would be surprised if there was any significant amount of titanium in these strings. When I put them on, I had two reactions, one positive, one negative. The positive reaction was that they really tuned up quickly. It didn't take very long before they would hold their tune, and I didn't have to, continually tune up as I practiced. The negative was they felt very taut, and yet they didn't vibrate quite as freely, and the sound was not particularly good. Now, the sound is supposed to occupy the middle space between nylon on the darker side and carbon on the brighter side, and I think that they do that, particularly in the higher registers, and they give you quite a round, warm, full, yet bright sound. And I really like the E string sound a lot. And that's often quite a challenging sound to get right. So the high E is really fantastic. I like it a lot. B, I'm always agnostic about. I don't know. I mean, carbon B, nylon B, I don't know. Maybe my ear's not developed enough to, but certainly not a problem. Quite nice. Now, what about the transition between the wound and the third string G? Again, the caveat has to be here that this is not the Dynacore set, but nevertheless, let's take a listen anyway, just in case you would be someone who would have just any standard bass string. So these are not bass strings that are specifically supposedly matched to these trebles, just regular bass strings. So. So not terrible, not too bad at all. Not outstanding like the high E, but not super tubby like some of the clear nylon strings tend to be. So pretty good all in all, and quite a nice, again, space between the carbon and the nylon. Now, what I must say that I'm not clear about is when you read the D'Addario description, they have said that they made this string to specifically bring out all the positive aspects of spruce top guitars. And this is a spruce top. It's spruce over cedar, so again, predominantly spruce. And yet I've heard that people really like this string on cedar top guitars. So again, it's something you're going to have to let your ears guide you towards. Let's try a few chords up and down the neck and see how the trebles sound terms of their balance. Let's get rid of that third. That's fairly nicely balanced. Let's try something a little bit higher up here. So, again, a nice balanced set, quite satisfactory overall, kind of a cool look, has the advantages of carbon without the disadvantage of the brittle high E. So quite a nice set of strings. It's interesting that not many companies are making this yet compared to clear nylon, but we'll have to watch that space, as they say. That's my review of these D'Addario titanium nylons. I'm going to cover a few more string sets in the coming week, one of which will be a mixture of carbon and nylon, which again is about as easy to get a hold of as straight titaniums or straight rectified. Again, there are not a ton of options, but there are companies, and of course you can always mix and match your own individual strings, but there are several companies that make sets that include carbon G or carbon G and B paired with a nylon E string. So we'll have to see how those measure up. And so, in the meanwhile, you got to subscribe to this channel, make sure you don't miss those reviews, and also head over to nylonplucks.com/strings, and you can check out our 5-step guide to choosing your perfect strings. Again, we do a lot of string reviews, we do a lot of other reviews, including guitars and accessories, and you should check out the site. At any rate, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.